Hey guys, what's going on? My name is DJ Heron and welcome back to the Survival Series. And this is episode 4 and this is my little home camp that I've been working on since the last video. Now if you do not remember from the last video, I actually got lost somewhere out in the wild. It literally took me only like 20 minutes to find this place after the video. But this is pretty much what my place kind of looks like. Video, and I also built the fencing around the farm and a bit more of the crops. You're probably wondering where I got the carrots from. I actually have killed a zombie and it dropped a carrot. I don't know if I did that during a video or not, but I'll check to make sure if I did or not. I probably didn't though. Maybe. I got from the witch hut, and that's the cauldron I got from the witch hut. And you may notice that I'm still holding the totem of undying. Well, this is actually the other one I was talking about in the last video. But the thing I did was, during a little incident with lava, I accidentally killed myself. Well, for some reason, I decided to try and pour lava in if it works. Which, by the way, it didn't. And, I ended up killing myself, but it brought me back to life, and I managed to go to a water pit somewhere. Don't know where it was, but yeah, I also leveled out some of the land a bit, in it a bit more fluently. But this is pretty much what my camp looks like. I also have all this stuff on me. I have an extra iron bar. I crafted these shears, I crafted a pickaxe, an axe. I actually crafted 2 axes because I was chopping some wood earlier. I collected a lot of dirt, and I also have a couple other things. Just basic stuff. I also dyed my bed red. I'm pretty sure I did that before the last episode, but yeah, and do I have any food in here? No, I don't. Okay, so I'm gonna take that chicken I saw earlier and put that in one of the furnaces. So basically, I've been working on this tower for a bit, and right now it's 4 stories tall. I plan on making it as tall as, like, cloud height. Just gonna get in the way a lot. So, cloud height seems like the perfect place to stop when I'm building this tower, but it's gonna require a lot of wood. I haven't added the windows in yet. I'm gonna do that after I build the height. Ooh, a llama. That's nice. But, this is kind of the home I've been working on ever since the last episode. Now, there's nothing in here really at all, just a bunch of torches just to light it up so no mobs. Some sort of mob spawner. But, I should also lower the height of the farm so it's more level with that, because the way I have it is because the land was originally this height, and I was going to make it this height, but I figured that would take too much dirt resource. Yeah. Don't know where that came from, but, basically it would have required a lot of, dirt in order to, level it all the way this high, so I just used the shovel and lowered it 1 block, which makes it a bit easier. And it's not something I really want to do, because it's just going to be boring. But for now, I'm going to leave it like that. In fact, I actually need to get some of the carrots. Actually, I won't do that right now. I actually need to go do myself a decent amount of wood. Or I could go ahead and plant this. Yeah, that should be fine. If you didn't know this already, if you plant 4 spruce saplings in a pattern like it'll actually grow a large spruce tree, and that's a great way of getting a lot of spruce wood if you really do need it, like I do for my house. It's mostly for decoration for what I'm using it as, but it looks cool, I guess, so I'm gonna keep it like that. And I've been hopping down this entire forest, pretty much. So I'm gonna go ahead and collect a decent amount of wood, and I will be back with you guys in a minute. Okay, so if that's not enough to give me at least 2 more floors, I don't know what is, but I've been outside the entire day chopping wood, and I am about to go to bed. Now, that entire period was boring. I was half expecting the tree to grow while I was doing that, but all was fine. I went down here for a bit. There's not much down there. There's a ravine, as you can see right there. I'm not sure if you can really see it that well. But there's a ravine down there, and I was gonna check it out in the next video maybe. But, who knows, I might even check it out this video. But, yeah, that is that with the ravine. And I need to, go to bed right now before I start building up there. Oh, I know what I can do. I have this bone meal I used on a earlier tree that I grew right here. And would you look at that? That worked. I'm gonna go ahead and chop this down. So, what else did I do in the other video besides die and lose one of the totems of undying? I did craft a pair of leggings and boots for the set of armor, which is nice because I did not want to go around pantsless, and you all know how bad that would be for me in combat with monsters and creepers and stuff. And that's one of the things. I didn't really do anything much else besides try to find my way home. Yeah, that was probably like the most exciting part of what I've done. And my axe just broke. That's just great. Oh, that. Oh. I hope no things. Because if it did, that would be pretty bad for me. I'm gonna go ahead and check it out after I eat some carrots. This is gonna be one tall house that if I were to fall off like the 5th floor, I probably would die. Okay, nothing. Nothing. And nothing. Okay. Oh my gosh, I just realized something. I need to get some ladders, apparently. So, be right back with that. Alright, now I'm back with some ladders, and I can go ahead and start building the roof over this thing and start the next floor. I believe this is the 5th floor I'm starting to work on. It's kind of hard to count like that, so I'm just gonna start building. I just fell, of course. So, like, what I'm planning is to assign each, like, floor for a different thing. Like, the first floor will be the living room, the next floor will be, like, the bedroom, that's the crafting room, repair room, enchantment room, stuff like that. Just one room for each thing, which is probably just gonna go past the clouds, really, but in reality, I think it would be perfectly fine. Especially in this crazy world. I mean, we have a woodland mansion that's literally half generated. Nothing can get more random than that. And there we go. And right, I need to place down the torches. So there we go. Okay, that's a bit high. I think it's safe that we can say we're on about the 5th floor here. I would jump down if it wasn't. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each room is technically 4 blocks tall, but the thing is that I can do the roof as well. So that is why I'm doing 5. And I'm falling a lot. I'm literally going to kill myself. I actually got the idea of a tower a long time ago. Like, back in, like, TU 20-something? title update something of the 20s. I've been playing this game for a long time. I don't know how long exactly, just a very long time, and in one of my earlier survival worlds, I had actually built a tower that was like 6 stories tall, plus an attic, which I'm pretty sure still counts as a story, and a basement, which I also think counts as a story. But basically I had an attic and a basement, and each room had a different purpose. But this was like back when there were like less things, like anvils didn't exist, better enchanting, well, worse enchanting if you don't like the lapis bit, but better enchanting was added before that. I mean, after that, we're talking about. Uh, what else we didn't have? We didn't even have jungles then, which was a very long time ago. But that was actually the first successful survival world I ever had, because that's the first world I ever killed the Ender Dragon in, and like I said at the beginning of the series, it was not easy. It is not easy killing that thing. Especially like with iron armor, which I typically do, because I'm a cheap person like that. And there's a donkey down there. I think that's the donkey I tamed in between episodes. Yeah, I kind of got bored and tamed a donkey. Don't know why. I don't even have a saddle, I'm pretty sure. So that was kind of pointless. But hey, that's good. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, Spruce. And it looks actually rather decent compared to what I usually build. And I remember one time I was building the roof, like the finishing roof, and I literally almost fell to my death. I literally fell with like a heart and a half because of it was like in the middle of night when I was just looking around at the mobs down there, and I was like, ha, they can't get me up here because I'm building this. I look at an Enderman, and it starts shaking, which I guess was a new feature then. I'm pretty sure that didn't happen before. And then it teleported. I was like, oh no, something bad just happened. And basically, it teleported behind me, and I was wondering where it went. But literally, right when I figured out where it was, it knocked me off the tower, nearly killing me. I'm glad I was wearing iron armor that time, because if I wasn't, I would have been literally dead. In fact, I'm pretty sure in that survival world, I have never died until I went to the Ender Dragon world, and well, not the Ender Dragon world. What am I saying? The end, and killed the Ender Dragon. Now, how many is that? 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, that was probably my best survival world until the new updates came out. Then I deleted the world eventually because it didn't have all the new stuff. Didn't really update the world to have new biomes and all, so I eventually deleted it, which was kind of sad because I was actually working on a project for a pink sheep I found, and I started building like a house out of wool for the pink sheep, and it was kind of funny, but at last I could not really sustain the world for much longer. I just had too many cool updates to not check out in that world. I have no idea what I just said, but uh, basically that was my most successful survival world back when anvils didn't exist, I guess. But I guess so. Let me just go ahead and finish up this roof here. And the best part about that world was that I had some sort of like weird enchanted forest I made with like all the types of large mushrooms. It was pretty cool looking. It looked like some very cool enchanted forest, but in reality it was just a plain where a bunch of trees were that I just usually chopped down for wood. Like a week to do, like an actual real life week, which, by the way, is not something I typically do on a house. Like, if it takes more than I usually just quit on it. Luckily in this case, however, I'm still building this one. I guess I'm really determined to do this. But it's about to become night, and I must go to bed. So I need to place down these torches. Become what? I'm getting a lot of these tongue twisters right now. But better light up this place before monsters begin spawning in there. And it's just looking plain, like looks like an endless loop until you reach the bottom floor. So yeah, my armor is actually doing pretty good on its own. I actually got hit by a mob, which is why it looks to be a bit damaged. But I don't remember what it was. I'm pretty sure it was like a zombie. No, it was a skeleton. I remember because the skeleton shot me in like the face. It hurt. No, wait, that was earlier. Never mind. I actually just got shot by a skeleton before this episode, so never mind. I'm pretty sure it was a wolf, though. Yeah, that was it. I remember now. I'm probably butchering this a lot, but I was chopping some wood, and I accidentally hit a wolf with my axe, and I ended up nearly killing it. Of course, I had to kill it afterwards because it was being a pain in the butt. So, Rip Wolf, 2017, decided to attack me. Yeah, that's definitely the best obituary I'm pretty sure you'll get. Is that what it is? An obituary? I don't know how you pronounce that. Probably like butchering the pronunciation, like to the point where people who are like proper English speakers are literally cringing at what I'm saying right now. But yeah. I also considered having one of my friends join this world so we can do like an episode with that. I was thinking about having CNM join actually. You know, from CNM Plays. You can go ahead and check out his channel. I'll put it in the description. But basically, he does Minecraft too, and I was thinking, hey, why don't we like do like an episode where we play together, and we could do an episode on each of our channels, which would be pretty cool. But of course, I'll have to go to his survival world, and he'll have to come to mine. That way, we can have some sort of collage to where we can check out each other's survival world. Because if I'm not mistaken, he's actually doing something called the Tower of Subscribers, which is actually a pretty cool idea. I might try something like that. So if I do, I will definitely give credit to him. Stampy, which is a very popular Minecraft YouTuber, and what he did is that he had some sort of lovely garden that he was doing. It was called the Love Garden, right? It was the love garden that he was making, and basically every time someone did something that really stood out for him, he would like showcase it in one of his episodes. It was called. In fact, he has so many people in his lovely garden that he had to make a second story to it. And when you need to build a second story to anything that just has anything to do with like something you do per episode, that means you've been doing a lot of episodes and that people are doing a lot of things to kind of to get a shout out, I guess, pretty much. And I actually think we're running out of time. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe for more content like this, and don't forget to comment on what I should do next time. Thank you guys for watching so much, and I'll be out till the next episode. See ya.